Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another video, guys. We're back in the garage. I have missed you lot. You probably haven't missed me, but just pretend, all right? Tell me in the comments that you've missed me. Make me feel good, okay? So, the S13. Had that car for a few years. Finally got coilovers for it. I broke my back, as most of you may have already known, and that's why I haven't really been making videos. Being off work means no money, which means no new parts for cars, and making the content I make relies on me fitting new parts, buying cars, spending money I haven't had. So, I finally got the coilovers. They were cheap, they're rusty, they're JDM though, but they're probably from the 90s. So we're going to fit these in the video. I'm back! Yay! First things first, we need to roll the car in. Luckily, I have a friend coming up to push, because Christopher doesn't really have much strength anymore. £50 a week? Yeah. Nice and fast, come on. I'm losing a sheet. Keep going. Friend is right.
Fire surround device.
One of my favourite wheels though. Mwah. They need a good polish. Hoshino Racing. It turns out the top mounts are different. Evo top mounts welded onto that. Bryden may have told me, I've measured it. That's not a Kiwi accent. I've measured it. It's definitely Nissan S13. You're wrong. It's a good job, I love you, mate. So, this is the ones that came off. A lot bigger spacing to these ones. I may or may not have took the grinder to it. The strut tops need changed anyway, so... Oh no. I've cut some holes. So, at least I can bolt it up the now. But I do need to remove and get a proper top mount for it. See where the old holes are? So this is the difference. Bilstein Evo strut. A man making lots of noise. He's my company. And the coilover I'm putting on, which is as low as it will go, obviously, because we don't do half measures. Okay, so we're going to put this up in here. And that one lines up, but these two don't. So the same as the other side, I'm just going to cut some slots. It's not very dramatic, is it? The thing about getting it on the net. The next ones are on the servers. This isn't tremendous. I don't want to ruin myself. There we go, easy. Alright. Steer straight up. Slight hiccup. The downpipe is attached at the front, no exhaust in the middle, the rear's on. We've pushed it off the ramp and we got stuck. This is what it is. You can see, I don't know what it is to be honest. Oh, there it is. That downpipe there is catching the ground. So we're just going to jack it up, put some wood under it. But it looks really cool. This is the engineering we've come up with, just to get it over the brake roller, which only drops by this much. Oh, fuck up. How cool is that? 14s. People said it couldn't be done. They were wrong. Oh, that's so cool. There's slightly better fitment on one side, so I need to adjust this rear coilover. To be honest, it's settled a fair bit. That's so cool. Seeing it like this, I am half tempted. I'm thinking about keeping the livery. Obviously, I need to repaint panels, but that looks great. And the cheeky HKS Mark 1s and thing up there. That is so cool, man. Absolutely sick.
When I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, would you look at this?
So that is the coilovers fitted. I'm pretty psyched, apart from the fact that it gets stuck on, you can see, no you can't, I'll turn the camera around. It got stuck on the bolt. No it didn't, it got stuck on the raised bit of concrete just before it, which is like really not raised. Before we carry on with this video, I have a couple more things to talk about. First of all, the Longchamps and the Hoshinos that are on that are the wheels of the Bluebird. The Bluebird got squashed by a tree, and so did my 80 series Land Cruiser. I am very upset about that. It's just typical, the way things have been going recently. Yeah, honestly. So, the wheels I had actually taken off the car a couple of weeks before this happened. I wanted to try them on the S13 to see if they would fit over the brakes, which they obviously do. It looks cool. I haven't been down to see the state of the S13 and the Land Cruiser, hence these photos here. Looks terrible. There's a tree inside the Land Cruiser, so that's definitely not great. But on a better note, I have an EF Civic now. Yeah. I just told you that I don't have any money and I've not been working. But I paid for this Civic 2014, so 10 years ago I paid for this Civic. This is an ED9, so it's a 1.6, 16 valve, but it's not a B series. It's a D16 twin cab thing. The story is, I seen this in a car park, funny enough, while driving my Bluebird that is now squashed, and approached the old guy that had it, convinced him to let me leave a deposit. He said he's not selling it, but if he ever does, he'll phone me. Joking aside, 10 years later, he phones me and says, I'm finally ready to get rid of the car. One condition, you need to MOT it and give me my private plate back. I said, yeah, no problem at all. I remember looking at this car, zero rust, perfect, ready to go back on the road. It was only on the road from 1992 to 2001. So it was a very late registered EF. I have a little walk around video here. I mean, you can't deny that is cool. It is really cool. I didn't think I'd ever get that. It was a very little deposit I left, and I wrote that money off. I assumed it was gone. I did actually give him something. I gave him 2 whiskey barrels. Yeah, I don't ask why. They were empty, so no whiskey, just the barrels, and then picked the car up. So I need to get that fixed. I've had a go at getting it running. I've had the fuel tank out. There's a few things wrong. Few things seized up. The fuel pump was knackered, so I have a new fuel pump in it from an EG, and I'm just doing bits and pieces at the moment. But that won't be in a video probably for the next month or so. It's quite a big job to get that back together. and the rust issue that it now has. Yeah, but we won't worry about that. We won't worry about that. It is cool though. I've had quite a few people asking, will you sell that? And I should. In my mind, I'm like, yes, I do. I need to. I could do with the money, but it is one of my dream cars. And if I buy another one, if I was to buy one in 2 years' time, they're already at 8-9 grand, and I'm not gonna be able to afford one. So I'm grinding my teeth and holding on to it. Hopefully, I'll get on to making a video sooner rather than later. But the main thing at the moment is the S13. So stay tuned. I will have some more content up. I have the fuel pump for the S13 and a couple of things to do on it. So it won't be super exciting videos, no flashy new parts, but get it running, hopefully do a burnout. That'll be the next video, guys. So thank you for watching, and I am back. See you in the next one. It's also very cold. But yeah, bye!